Method meaning is what we are going to discuss. Now write a form here. You can follow H1 or H2, anything you can write. H1 align center, align equal to center, center. Here we can write action, method, comma name. We are going to discuss about three properties: action, method, and name. How that all three work. Come down below. Write a table. Cell padding 10, 10 we can write. Come inside. Action, method, and then name. TR we can follow. TH, email ID, 1TD, input type text, email we tell you it. Input type equal to email. Add a property called name, email ID, copy the same, just below, change to password, type as a password, and name as a something, pass. Okay, sequence. You will get two text box. One is a email, next one is a password. We are given the property name equal to email ID, name equal to password. So in day-to-day life, we call it a container. Container meaning is what? Where we can store something. In the programming term, there is a word called variable, where we can store something. Okay. So with the help of name property, you are defining a variable. Variable name is called email ID. And again, with the help of name property, we are defining a variable called pass. You will come, you will open the page, you will enter your email ID, it will store under the email ID variable. You will enter your abc@gmail.com, it will store under the email ID variable. You will enter password 123, it will go to that variable called pass. Other person will come, he will enter his email ID, ganesh@gmail.com, it will go to the email ID variable. He will enter password ABCD, it will go to the pass variable. So with the help of name variable, what we do, we define a variable. With the help of name property, we define a variable. That variable will hold the value. When the user will come, he will go to this page and he will fill the form. So user is going to enter two type of value. One is called email, another one is password. So both you cannot mix together. Email will store in another variable and password will store in another variable. And after that, see here, this is the page. I will enter here abc@gmail.com. It will go to email ID variable. And here I enter password 1234556. It will go to the pass variable. Here, email ID and pass variable. Now what will happen? We have to give a button where the user is going to click. Once the user will click on login button, then compiler will check button you have clicked, but what type of button? It is the submit button or reset button. If it is the submit button, then communicate to this file called action. Okay, if let's create the button first, then you will see, write a tr, follow the th, call span equal to 2. Inside that will follow a button. First button will be type. We have split it. A different type we have. One is called submit. Another one is called reset. Login I wrote here. Another one I wrote here called reset. We can write here called clear. Reset and clear. Create two button, submit and reset. Hope ready. Two button plus two text box. Two button plus two text box. Form design is done. Then we can go ahead. If you say yes, then I'll start explaining you. Okay, now see how this and where and how everything is going to work. Name property. For what purpose? To create the variable. Using the name property, we define two variables. One variable email ID, another variable called pass. Whenever the user will enter the value, it will store in two variables. Email will go to the email ID and password will go to the pass variable. After that, user will click on login button. When he will click on login button or clear button, any button he will click. So whenever he will click on button, now as soon as the button click will happen, compiler will get a action. Yes, user has click on button. So when the compiler will understand, yes, user has click on button, then compiler will check which button user has clicked. Is the submit button or reset button? Okay. So if it is the submit or reset, If it is inside the function, then only it will be functional. If it is out of the function, then it will not be functional. Yesterday we have made a form, inside button click you did, nothing was happening. But in today button click, it will happen something. So first on button click, it will check inside the form. Yes, it is inside the form. Then what is the type? Type is reset. Yes, reset. Then clear all. Whichever the input is filled, clear all. Okay. Again, it will check what is the button type. Button type is submit. That meaning what to do? Look for the action. Inside the form, what is the action? The action is some server side file name. You have collected the input from user using the UI technology, that is called HTML. Now that value should go to where? Backend. Then as soon as you click on submit button, your value is already collected from the user and stored under the two variable. Now this two variable will be redirected to this file, backend file. So the backend file will check how many inputs are coming. The backend file will check there is a two input. One input is email ID, another input is password. Under the email ID, backend will not look for the value. Backend will look for the variable. What is the variable? So variable is email ID and variable is password. The backend language will capture only two things. This table tr, ts, td label that will not go to the backend. Only two things will go. That is called variable. Email ID and password. When you have opened a page from your computer, one request went to the server. Server has sent the login page. Go and collect the data. So in login page, HTML has come. It has designed a layout. And when it has designed the layout, user has given the value. When the user has given the value, it is stored in two variables. Now remaining HTML code will be destroyed there itself. Only two things will go to the backend. That is called email ID and password. Two variables will submit to the backend. This backend language will receive two variables, and inside the variable they will find the value. Take the value and either store in database, send the email, display to user, or do anything else. That is the backend file is going to take care. Then action meaning is what? Action defines the name of the backend file where you are going to submit the data, where you are going to send the data, whichever you have collected from the user. What is the meaning of method next? See, when you open any website, suppose, let me go here and open our website. This website I opened, it's opening. When this page will open, this page is open where? This website is hosted in Chennai or Pune or US, we don't know. In this InfoCampus server is it's hosted in US server. So where is that server? We don't know. Okay, whether it is running in India or running outside of India. But the server is US server. Okay, where is the file? We don't know. We don't have idea. Okay, I am sitting in Bangalore. From my computer, I have opened the URL. So through internet request, we went to the server. And whichever the file I have requested, that file can appear in my computer. Suppose if I fill this form and click on submit button. So from my computer, so suppose I am filling the form. So question is where I am filling the form? In my PC or server? Suppose I enter my name here, call SIYARAM. So I enter my name where? In my PC or server? I enter in my PC. When I have requested from my computer to the server, server has only one file. At the same time, you can also open this page. Everyone can open this page. There is not 100 pages like this. Only one page is there. So when the request will go from your computer to server, server will create a copy of HTML file and give to you. That will appear in your computer. I will open the same page. Server will get a request. Server will create a copy of the original file and send to you. So same time, pages appear in front of you and same time page appear in front of me. It's not like 100 pages for 100 user. Page is only one. How many requests will go? That many times copy will happen. And one copy will given to everyone. Then question is up to how many times this copy will happen? Unlimited or limited? That is called bandwidth. In the term of technical, it's called as a bandwidth. Okay, first time Flipkart has learned the big billion day, their website has crashed because The limitation of bandwidth was suppose 10 million, 15 million user came, server was unable to copy the files, crashed in between, right? So this copy will keep creating till number of bandwidth. Some 10, 20, 100 user can be in the waiting mode, but unlimited user will be in the waiting mode. Server will say sorry or leave it. That meaning is what? Crash everything. Okay. So you can say, now my question is, I am filling the form, this form in my PC. I will click on submit button. Then whichever the name, mobile, email ID I will enter here from my PC, this data has to go to server. Okay. This data has to go to server. So I fill the data in my PC, and after clicking on submit button, data has to travel from my PC to server via internet. Correct. Now, when the data will travel through internet from one place to other place, what do you think? You are the only one user, or like you, so many people are there? So many people are there. So many positive user is also there, and negative user is also there. Correct. So for positive user, no need to worry. We have to tension for negative user. So for that, internet says like whenever you are submitting the data from your PC to server, apply the method. What method? Security level. Okay. Security, type of security. Whether your data is secure or unsecure. So that get defined by this property. That is called method. On internet, if you read, it's called method is nothing but method will not get more definition. You will get the details about this. Call it a post. Post is a global array. But what that global array will do? Okay, global array is a term of programming. Leave that in one side. Okay. Method meaning. Method will define the two types. Method is of two types. It is going to define the type of security level. The data you are going to submit from your PC to server. If your data is secure, then follow the post method. If the data is unsecure, then follow the get method. Two options are there. One is called get, another one is post. Your project will be either secure or project will be unsecure. So if the data you are capturing from user, if it is unsecure, then follow the get, GET. If the data is secure, then follow POST, post. Get what it do, post what it do, we'll see here. Okay. But if anyone asks, action meaning is what? Action define the path, file name of the server side language where you are going to submit the data. Okay. Next, when you are submitting the data, the method will define the type of security, whether secure or unsecure, because your data has to travel from your PC to server. Server is somewhere else, your PC is somewhere else. Correct. So get method, two method we have. One is called get, another one is post. Okay. Get will say I am unsecure. Post will say I am fully secure. Okay. So how secure and unsecure? Let's see implement it. Okay. Not only two we have. We have get, post, put, patch, update, and delete. Okay. Get, post, put. After that, next we have called delete. And then one more we have called patch. Okay. One more is called option. But those all are not in your list. Once we come under the Angular or React, that time we'll learn the get post we are going to learn. Along with that, put will learn, delete will learn. Okay. And what you will not learn? Option is by default option. So total 5 types we have. But while submitting the form, always two things will come in picture. Either secure or unsecure. Secure will be defined by post, unsecure will be defined by
why to create unsecure
Facebook. When you go to the Facebook, correct? Is a secure platform or unsecure platform?
I think secure.
Okay. What we do in Facebook? We never share our account details. No. Something public data. Public data only will put there. No. But Facebook say no. You are putting your public data. That is fine. But about yourself, I'll keep secure. About you, Facebook has kept as secure, but your data is not secure. You are posting the photo; it's visible to lakhs of the user.
So we know that
it will be visible to user. So those data you are going to post there, that is the public data only. Correct. Now come to the Google search. What we search in Google? Public data or private data? Public data, no need to make post. When you buy something online, what we do? We enter something secure data, so there no need of the which one, get method. When you go to the Flipkart, when you search something, what we search? Not private data, we search public data only, that is called get. But when we buy something in the Flipkart, we enter our private data, that is called as a post. Correct? So it is not necessary entire functionality will be secure only, or entire functionality is unsecure. Some portion will be secure, some portion will be unsecure. Correct. So we have to use both, not like only get. And keep in mind, get meaning is not only receive. Get what is defined. Get defined receive. Get meaning is what? We think, okay, I'm going to get. Here in the term of technology, get meaning not only get. Get meaning post also and get also. Here in the term of technology, get defines the security level. Yes, it is secure or unsecure. Using get also we can send. Using get also we can receive. Using post also we can send, and using post also we can receive. Okay. Okay, so let's see first how the post and get is something. Change here, call get first. Get. Okay. Get. Right. So we have given the in interview, it's a BBI question. Which one? Difference between get and post. Difference between get and post. The very, very important question. Every time people will ask. Okay. As a backend developer, if you are going guarantee first or second question. Difference between get, post, and request. If these three words a person is able to handle, means he is able to work on project. He having the knowledge to send, receive, plus do many things. Get, post, and request. Okay. So we are given the method as a get. Let's come to the browser. Come to the browser. After coming to the browser, in this file, I will enter here email ID abc@gmail.com. Password is a 123. So here inside the page, password is not visible. That is fine. When I click on clear, compiler has checked yes. Is it the type is a reset and it is inside the form, so form got clear. Let me enter again abc@gmail.com, password 123 again, and click on login button. When we click on login button, here double dot I have given. See, once I click on login button, you can also fill the form and see where it is redirected. Look at the URL, browser URL. It's a redirect to save.php, and see email ID equal to abc@ got encrypted gmail.com, and password equal to what? 123. Method you are given, no? Which method? Get method. Get method we are given here. We are given here method called get, and whichever the details you have entered, it is being transferred from your PC to server via browser URL. Correct? And browser URL directly visible. That meaning your content is unsecure. Correct? So get method itself is made for that purpose. If you have some unsecure data you want to send from one file to other file, you can follow this method. Get. Come to the next. So if you enter like this, what will happen? Your password will be secure or unsecure? Anyone can see. Anyone can see easily. Okay. We have to carry a towel whenever we carry our mobile phone, right? While entering the password, we have to cover the mobile phone with a towel. Okay. Else what will happen? Someone can see the password or not.
Yes.
Okay. So people, okay, let's come. Now I will convert as a method as a post. Post. Method as a post. Method as a post. Now let's come to the browser again. Go to your same page, refresh the page, enter again abc@gmail.com, same password 123, and click on go button. See, directly it's gone to that file. Save.php file. Whichever the details you have entered is not visible anywhere. It's not meaning the data is not getting passed. Data is passing from your HTML to backend file. But number one, your data is hidden. Okay. And number two, your data is encrypted. The post method, how it works? Post method, suppose I fill the form in my PC and click on submit button. Before sending the data to server, first the post method will encode your data in your PC itself. Before transmitting the data, it will get encoded. And after that, the encoded data will transfer through internet in hidden mode. Now how it will be? It will create a data packet. In data packet, in the beginning, there will be receiver address, and in the last, there will be sender address. And your encrypted data will be in between. And that will be called entire as a data packet, like this. DCN, if you have a study, you may have idea. Database computer network, this will be, it will be. Suppose this is the data packet. In that, this is called sender address. This is called receiver address. And here is your data. Here is your data in between. And data is with the lock. Let me keep a lock here. Data is with lock. Lock in the sense what? Encrypted. Okay. Data is encrypted. This is called sender receiver. R for receiver, receiver address. This is called sender address. Sender address. And in between we have called data. And this is entire is called as a data packet. Data data packet. It will go to the receiver. Now suppose data, you fill the form, click on submit button and send from here. Your data through internet went to the Marathwadi Bridge Junction. Now the Marathwadi Bridge Junction, router is there. Main router. Router will say, oh, where you want to go? Chennai. Say, he will see, router will not see the sender address. Router will see the receiver address. Receiver address, the router know, oh, this address is where. Then the router will get to know this address is available in the Tamil Nadu. Now the router will say, sorry, follow this route, go straight. Your data packet will reach where? Destination. Maybe in multiple router will come in between. All the router will say, oh, you want to go here, go, go. No one has seen the sender address. Who is the sender? After reaching the server, suppose server is refused. Server says, sorry, I cannot capture you. Or maybe server is not exist. Server is down. Then what will happen? Data was going through this way. So earlier you are the sender, now you will become the receiver. So again data packet will come to the same router. The router will not see who is the sender. Now router will see who is the receiver. So the sender will become a receiver. And again through same routing happen, it will come to your PC saying sorry, page not found. Or maybe particular error happen. Okay. So those all will come in your mind after some time once you become developer. Okay, so let's go. We saw the post. Post is not showing the data anywhere, whereas get was showing the data to somewhere. Okay. Come to our developer guide now. Write the method. First call action. Action, what is defined? Define the type of security level. Type of security simple. It has two. Oh, sorry, not action. It's went wrong. Hold on. Convert this one as a method. Method define type of security. One is called get. Another one is called post. Get and post. Get, what it will say? It pass data from client to server via is pass the data from client to server via URL. URL, once we say, you will understand, yes, browser URL. Second, you can write it's a visible. It's a visible, and here only you can write fully unsecure. Fully unsecure. Post, it pass data from client to server. It pass data from client to server. Not visible. Not visible plus fully secure. Not visible, comma, you can write encoded, comma, fully secure. So for secure communication, we will follow the post method. For unsecure method, we can follow the get method. You may have heard one word called RESTful API. RESTful API. SOAP and RESTful API. SOAP is nothing but based on get method. Anyone can access without username password. Public data. Okay, the whatever input you are sending and output you are getting, it's a visible. Post, under the RESTful API, we will be using called post, where while sending also encrypted, while receiving also encrypted. While sending encoded, while receiving also encoded and hidden. No one can see, no one can understand. In between. Okay, encoded, how encoded meaning you can understand. Like suppose you are sending one courier from Bangalore to Hyderabad. Okay, you have put the courier, you have some luggage. Luggage you kept inside a box and put a very strong lock in that. Okay, and give the box to DTDC. DTDC people will deliver from here to where? Hyderabad. Now the key of the box, don't give to DTDC. Key of the box give to Blue Dart. Correct? What will happen? Both will go to the same destination, but the carrying will happen by different party. Once the one side data will go, another side key will go. The receiver will receive the data and key, open, encrypt, and see the data what is inside. That your web page work. You will send the data to me. Along with that, you will send the key also. I will send the data to you. Along with that, I'll send you the key also. Okay, if someone in between they'll capture the data, they will not understand what is the key. Okay, sometimes the key also go along with that, sometimes key will not go along with that. Okay, so based on, we have 16 type of security we have, 16. Okay, 16 type of security level we have, we can apply for that technology. Okay, if you follow any one or two methods, sufficient, one can encrypt it. But if you write your password in the notebook and notebook leave in the PG and go to office, tomorrow your account will be hacked. That is not hacked actually. It is account transfer only, not by you, someone else. Right? Going somewhere else and sitting in the bus, someone called from family. Tell me what is the password of Axis Bank? Correct. What is the user ID of Axis Bank? You all on your speaker say this is the one and this is the one. You are still waiting, someone else will open. That means what? That is called your account. See, our website, we have one website. Username password we have a store in one laptop. Okay, in one, by mistake we wrote in the Notepad++, and that laptop was being used by many students. We don't know who copied that. One day we saw in our website big bones, so many hacks, and it was saying like your website is fully hacked. Team of Delhi. This is, how is that? Yeah. Okay, we called to the service provider saying like, what brother, you said SSL your website is hacked. He said website is not hacked. Someone else has login and he has put different file. Your file is moved in different folder and there is another file is running. Okay, so better keep your password, username, safe. Okay, so that way most of the time your password will be unsecure. Okay, so hope you written. Now come down. Understood what is method meaning is what? In interview, people will ask you every time. You can answer in your way. We understand the concept. Data will go from the client to server. So when the data will go from client to server, we can say same thing what we have written. 1 or 2 points, if you say, people will understand. Yes, we have some idea. write the action. Action meaning is what? It define the backend server URL slash path slash file name. For what purpose? To receive data from forms. Okay, action define the backend server URL path file name. For what purpose? Receive the data that is coming from the form. That is coming from the form. Name property, again what it define? Name we have written there. Name define, it is property of HTML. Property of HTML used to define, used to create better, used to create a variable, used to create a variable to hold, to capture the value given by user in input field. So something we wrote, it is property of HTML, property of HTML used to create a variable, for what purpose? To capture the value given by user in HTML input fields. Whichever the input fields we have, user will enter the value in that. After that, that value we cannot mix all together. So for that, HTML says like, yes, there is a property called name. Using name property, you can keep your all the values separate. You can create different variable and all the value will be separate. Once you submit the form, your all the different variable will be submitted to backend. Backend will be compatible to receive individual variable and do further level of processing. That name property defined. Hope written. Now let's go ahead. So this much we can leave here. We can create the next file. In this file, this is enough. Name property, action property. So the form we will be following. Sometime will not follow sometime, because whatever you are going to study, it is not based on form. It will be without form. So suppose when I go here and click on submit button, page got reload. Is gone from one page to other page. But this you are going to learn on asynchronous, not on synchronous. So asynchronous is like there is no need of the form. Okay, there is no need of the form itself. Where? Under the asynchronous. Capture the individual value by JavaScript, create the JSON and send to backend. Some places we will be using the form, some places almost not. While submitting the form every time, it is not necessary to use a form if you are following the asynchronous. In asynchronous application, it is not necessary to use a form tag. But in synchronous application, 100% compulsory to use a form tag. Without form tag, you cannot communicate with the backend. But in asynchronous, where you are going to use JavaScript, jQuery, Angular, React, their form tag is not required also or required also, based on you. You can use also and you cannot use also. Both options are there. Okay. JavaScript will help us without any action property. Through JavaScript, we can send the data to backend. That's called the API part. API Ajax, jQuery Ajax. Create next file, form3.html. Till here we can copy. Okay, let's go next. Form3.html. Body tag. HTML. Form tag you can open close. Save it. Right inside call. Form3.html. Let's go there. Write again a table. Align, we can keep center. And then self padding, we can keep something. Caption, we can write also. Call a span. And input elements. Right, tr, go inside, th, first name, one td, input type equal to text, okay, keep one more td and th within the same tr, last name. You will find total 4 column will appear in one line. In one tr you will have total 4 column. First name text box, again last name text box. Hope written. Check now. In one row, total 4 columns. 4 columns. Write the next line. Next TR. Next TH. Phone number. 1 TD. Input type as a number. Next email ID. Email ID. Type as a email. Hope written. Check now. So you will get 2 rows plus how many columns? 4 columns.
Yes.
Now password and confirm password. Both should come here in the next row. Next TR again have the 2 columns. One like this. Password and confirm password. Password and again you can write here re-password. Password and re-password. Input type equal to password. Here also input type equal to password. Both ready? Next TR will be address. That will cover the full width, or maybe gender, that will cover the full width. ATH we keep call gender. Then 1 TD that will cover the remaining all space. The remaining all space is how many? 3. Call span equal to 3. If you count in the previous row, you have total 2 TH and 2 TD. Total become how many columns? 4 columns. Here in the gender field, gender row, we have 1 TH, call it a gender. Another TH we have. There, we wanted to display 2 gender radio button, male and female. But the male and female should not go to the next line, it should come in the same line. Plus nothing else we want. So what we follow? We follow call span 3. So this column, this particular, एक minute, okay, someone is calling. Hello. Okay, after that, let's go ahead. Right here, input type equal to radio. Input type equal to radio. So for text field, you have seen two property: max length, size, plus another one placeholder. Radio button, what we have? We have a property called name. Using name property, we can block user should not select more than one. So we can write here called name as a anything. You can write ABC, but give meaningful name. Now in radio button, people is not going to enter the value. You have to write the value here from your side only. What you want to store in database. So if a person is selecting the gender as a male, if a person has selected the gender as a male, what you want to store in database, you have to write here. Suppose we given as a 1, maybe 1 will represent the male, or maybe we can write here call as a M will represent the male. We can write here call 0 represent the M. So whichever the value, you feel free to store in database, or maybe backend people will advise you saying like for male the value keep as a capital M, so that will identify yes. For the male we'll identify capital M. M will define yes, this is for the male, or instead of M you can write here again MAL also, male also. So what is that? The value can be anything, but it must be there. Okay. Then in case if you are not giving any value, suppose we have not given the value here, what will happen? A person will select the male and click on submit button. Data will go to database. So what it will store in database? No, if value property is not there, then in database it will store as a on. For male it will come as a on, and for female also it will come as a on only. So we cannot identify whether it is male or female. Okay, so for that radio button, whenever you have to give some default value. Maybe you need to talk to the backend people, or maybe if you are deciding everything end to end, then you think what value will be suitable for that. Correct. So because of that, I have written here value equal to something, so that a small and it should represent something. Write the next line. Here the name will be same, value different. Okay, value can be different. Are you able to select both or anyone? Anyone it will allow. Now if the condition is when the page will load, by default anyone should be selected, maybe male or female. So for that, if that kind of scenario is there, anyone should be selected, then which one? Either first or second, not both, anyone. You can write this one, a property called checked. It should be checked equal to checked, but checked will also work. You should not write only checked. You should write checked equal to. This is the right syntax. Both will work. Only checked will also work. But property equal to value will present. Checked equal to checked. Checked equal to checked. Now you can see anyone, whichever. In case if you write for both checked equal to checked, then which will be the enable by default? First you check with one, and then after that go and write for both the same checked equal to checked, and then see which is coming as a enable by default. Second will come, because compiler will give priority to anyone at a time. First radio button will come. First radio button is also checked. As soon as the compiler will go to the next line, second radio button is also checked. Then they will leave the first, they will capture the second. Okay. if more than one radio button is checked with the same name, which one will be enabled by default? The first or last? Last. Okay. So here I written as a checked for the mail. If I go to my page, you can see mail is selected by default. In case question was, if we write for both, checked equal to checked, which one will be selected? So let's go and browser. See, second one should be selected. Okay. Not first occurrence, last occurrence. Whoever will happen in the last. Okay. So we'll delete from the second, keep first, or maybe delete from the first, let it be second, anyone. Okay. So this is your radio button. We have some more property. We have property called disabled. Using that, we can make completely lock. No one can touch that, but upcoming example. Right, next. Next here, th. That is called address. Address, td. Here also, this text area should cover full width, remaining 3. So for that, we will write call span as a 3. All the places we have 4 columns. In every row, we have the total 4 columns. So th, td, th, td, all the places we have 4 columns. Next, what we have is, we have a th, called the address. Remaining 3 columns are missing. So we created 1 column, and for that column, we wrote call span 3. That meaning that td will cover the space of 3 columns. Now inside that td, you will create a text area. You will create a text area. Text area. And for that text area, rows will increase the height. Suppose maybe 6, 7. Calls, increase the width. Calls, increase the width. So how much? Let's give it a 60, 70. 70. It is going to cover the complete the box of 3 columns. It will cover the complete area of 3 columns. Maybe little more or less, you can increase and decrease. Should look like this. A little bigger. We can reduce little. 70 become more. 65, how it look? Is okay, 65. Write the next here. Write here call nth call terms and condition. Write the TD. This also should be called span 3. Or span 3. Create the checkbox. Input type equal to checkbox. Input type equal to checkbox. Okay, for that also you have to write the some name property. Radio button we have written name. Here also we need to write a name. Any name we can give. It's like a variable TNC. What value you want to store in backend? You have to write here. Value equal to maybe yes. After that, another property we can write, like how we are written for checkbox. We have a property here called checked equal to checked. So this will be by default ticked. Then next we will write agree on TNC. T and C. One checkbox will come with the checked by default. So for checkbox also we have name value checked property. Save now. TNC is coming. Okay. After TNC here, in a details tab within the second DD only, details tab, write another tag called summary, collapse expand, read more. You will have a hyperlink there called read more. Okay, once you click on that read more, below some text will appear. One line BR, second line BR, third line BR, fourth line BR. Details tag is called a toggle tag. So by default it will be collapsed. Read more will be visible. If you click on read more, remaining will get open. Again, if you click on read more, collapse will happen. Collapse is when read more, read less. You may have seen on internet. happening? Collapse suspend. Read more. Something like this. But width is more. I think we should not keep BR here in the first line. BR should be after second line, 4, 5. It should cover the full area. Should not be small text, something like this. Even table also getting little dearranged. That all can be controlled through the CSS. We can write here as of now little less number of text so that it will be managed within. It will be managed within. Added the more text and then see. Here is the one problem that we are going to fix through the v-align. We have left one property called v-align. You can see here. When we go here, you can see the term condition. It is as of now here. When we click on read more, it's getting little up down. Read more is happening up down. Right? Because by default v-align is middle. V-align is middle. V-align we have property top, middle, and bottom. So for TR by default V-align is middle. For this TR by default V-align is middle. So what is happening? If under the second TD text is more, so the first TH is covering their ratio. It is coming in the center. So for TR, if you write V-align completely for TR level, or maybe not for the TR, for the TH only have the problem. So we can write here also V-align equal to top. So if in the second TD content will increase and decrease, there is no any effect on the first TD. It will be always on the top in the first TD. You can check V-align at the top. It will not get scrolled here. Yes. It will not get set. V-align working. V-align. No problem. Your heading is there itself. This content increase and decrease. Read more for the term condition. Read more we have given. Next, after this, you required a button to submit that. So this TR is over here. We are creating another TR. Creating another TR. Hope looking similar. Yes, no should come in chat. Reply once. Something like this or different. Read more less is giving anything. Collapse expand feature. Okay, some 7-8 people said something. Working. Okay, add the next TR then. Next TR. One TH will follow. Call span 4. Because in the previous row, total number of columns we have called 4 columns. In this row, last row, we want to keep only button in the last. Keep a button. Send the message or maybe register. Next after that, reset. Type submit. type reset. This way. So here is the button. In this current file, you understood a tag called details tag and summary tag. Another things we got idea, a property called checked, and another what is okay, how to arrange multiple input field in one line. Multiple TSTD we can follow, TSTD we can follow. Okay, so come to the developer guide. If this page is working, we can make a small note for the check how it works. Check property. It is applicable for radio button and checkbox. Checked. Applicable. Used to check radio and checkbox. Checkbox by default. Used to check the radio and checkbox by default. Applicable only in radio and checkbox. Applicable only in radio button and checkbox. Okay, here, save now. Next file we can create, that is form 4. Next file you create form 4.html till table remains same. Body and HTML. Form 4. How was third page? Okay. This one.
Maybe from PS here. Here. This PS. Second PS. Second. Complete line of it. Full line. We complete what? We are in some or go to the code. The text here is text are the big text. This VR, so you can delete some to like two words from it will delete two words. Yes, right? This is the one, right? Maximize the stuff. Text area. So the TD got closed here. TD will close after text area. From there. Image. Type TD. What is the right hand? Make that one TD. TD. Go here. Right. TD. Then we can read more. Now, go to the code. Maximize that second user. Now, there is all. Go to the code. Maximize the system. Where is the text area? Text area is here on the right. Okay. So, what is missing? Look at here. Look at here in my page. This TD have not written. TH. Report text area. Not the main mistake. But the T is not. It's before T. Increase the bit. 65 over give 78. Increase, decrease, it will get. Okay, so hope everyone have something like this. Anyone something wrong?
structure, page structure. Okay, let me share the file also. Input tag, the form 3 was there. The form 3 has come in chat. If anything wrong, please replace. Come to the form 4 again. Inside the form 4, we will design something like this. You will be guiding with number of TR, TH and TD. Suppose in the left side, there is one text box. One more text box. Okay. One more text box. All three are text box only. So how many TR? Total 3 TR. 3 TR, no? 3 TR, 3 TD. Next, after that, one button. One button called send. So you have changed. Send. 3 TR, 3 TD. Yes. Now after that, another line we have like this. Something like this. So the first, this text box, the text area, not text box, text area is covering how many blocks? How many TR? 3 TR. Correct? So 3 TR clear? So number one, how to increase the height of the text area we know using the rows property. Width we can increase through the calls property. Okay. After that, so rows and calls will help you to increase the height and width of text area. But the text area will be part of TD. Look at here. एक minute, okay. Sometimes some company people will also call. Hello. Tell me, sir. Wait, sir. I'll call you in 15 minutes. Okay. So what we'll do is in the first TD, first TR, in the first TR, we have total 1 TD and one more TD. Okay. 2 TD. The first TD has one text box. Second TD has one text area. Now for the TD, what is the call span? Call span or row span? Row span. Row span is a 3 because you can see the inside the first TR there is one TD. Inside the TD there is a text area, and that text area is covering the height of 3 TR. So for TD you have to write row span as a 3. So first TD will take the space of 3 rows. And after that, inside the TD, you have to create the text area and increase the height and width. Now coming to the second tier. In the second tier, how many TD? Only one TD. Because the space of second TD is already occupied by whom? First TR, second TD. In the first TR, there is a second TD that has row span as a 3. So that TR TD has covered the space of first also, second also, and third also. So here only one TD, second TD is not exist at this place. Okay. In the third TR once we go, here also how many TD? Only one TD because the space of second TD is already occupied by first one. Coming to the fourth one. In the fourth TR, you can see button is where? Almost in center. Now to come in center, call span will come. That is okay. But how many TH? How many TH? TD? How many TD? Only one TD. And in that TD, we can write call span equal to 2. SPAN call span equal to 2 only, not 3. 2. Why? Because look into the first 2, second also have the count of 2, third also have the count of 2. So here we cannot write 3. Call span 2 only maximum. Okay. And inside, if you follow the TH, it will come in the center. If you follow the TD, it will come in the left hand side. Okay. So we are going to create this. This is based on row span with the input. So this will be so we have one table. Inside the table, there is the first TR. Under the first TR, we have the 2 TD. TD number 2 have row span 3. In the second TR, we have only one TD. In the third TR, we have only one TD. In the fourth TR, also we have only one TD, but call span 2. In the first TR, we have 2 TD. One TD is 1. Second TD is taking the space of 3 rows. That is called row span 3. And inside you create the text area or anything, depend on our need. Okay, come now to the code. Similar example will come in Bootstrap in the future. So Bootstrap says you have divided into how many rows? 4 rows. In Bootstrap also you will follow the 4 rows. And how many columns? 2 columns. Bootstrap also say no problem, you keep it 2 columns. Okay. But here in the second row, third row, we have different thing. Bootstrap says like, no, don't create the 4 row. Create only 1 row, and in 1 row, create 2 columns, half and half. Inside the half, keep how many? One box, 1 column. Inside the half, keep 1 box, and under the first half, you create again how many? 3 rows. Row inside row. Here you have what? Separate row here. There we have row inside row. Okay. Come to the table. You can start directly. No problem. Align center. Cell padding. Okay. See, learning the HTML is not meaning like many things. Learning the HTML meaning is you are learning how to type the code. How to type the code. That is called learning the HTML. Okay. And learning the HTML, if you are understanding properly, that meaning you can say it is a preparation for the next level. Next level. Suppose next level is something complex. Directly you can't go enter. So before that you are doing kind of an introduction, you are understanding. Okay. The code is there inside. There is a difficult code. For that difficult code, we need to understand that. So for that you are doing the preparation is nothing but learning the HTML. Right inside a capsule. H1. Contest. Right TR. Omega. TD directly you can write. Input type equal to text. Leave default size. Create one more TD. There you have to follow the row span 3. Row span 3. Row span 3. So that is going to take total 3 rows. And after that, in this TD, you will create one text area. Open text area, close. There you will write rows. That is that height. Rows equal to 10 you can give. And false equal to 30. Check this much only. First text box will be in the left, text area will be the right, height will be the left. For this TR, or maybe for this, okay, for TR itself, second TD, right, BG color, orange color. And for table, right, BG color, sky blue. BG color, sky blue. BG color, sky blue. So written, take now, come forward like this. Go for the second TR. Second TR should have only one TD because the space of second TD is already reserved by some other TD. Input type equal to number. Okay, next input type equal to email. Input type equal to email. Last TR, one button, TH, call span to button, send the message. written it now something like this. One text area is covering the space of 3 tr. Here, first tr is check carefully, second tr, third tr, and fourth tr.
Self-identification. Self-identification. Then is there only these things.
Then again, we'll see you tomorrow.